Hey everyone, it's Mary. Welcome back to the channel. So before we get started, I'm gonna have to show you my shirt. Check this out. Can I stand up? Yes. Can you see it? That's right. Run. I really need to start running. Okay. What am I here to talk about today? Oh, yay! So Koren Wiskman, if you are not following her, you need to be because she's awesome and her videos rock. She tagged some people to do their ride or dies, which is their favorite dies, their go-to dies. And so that's what this video is about today. So we're going to have some fun. I don't have a ton to show you, just really like the stuff that I just go to repeatedly. And so we'll get into the video right now. So jumping in to my ride or dies. What are my favorite dies ever in life? Okay, so I'm going to start with numbers and letters. Okay, Sizzix right here makes this little set. I think I got this at Hobby Lobby. Love it because I can add little things to the card. So, for example, I had a card that I made with a superhero on it, and these letters are big enough or small enough to personalize this. So if I wanted to, I can add their own personal initial to it. So yeah, so I love those dies. Those are great. And then on the back, I have Sizzix makes the numbers as well. And so I'm a fan of those. I also have this Avery L set of numbers, and I like them as well. They're a little bit more bubbly than these ones. So those are numbers and letters. And then I just got this set, but I have a feeling this is going to make the cut to ride or dies because look at this magic. They're so big. They're humongous. They're perfect. I love them. I can make my own sentiments. I can make shaker cards. I need to stop. All right. So that is from Altenew. And so those are my favorite letters and numbers. Let's move into border dies. So here's some border dies that I really appreciate and love and use quite often. So my cloud dies here in 3 different sizes. These are all from Lawn Fawn, I do believe. Because I use these for not only card panels to put them on the card once you cut them, but I also use them to cut them out and then stencil to make cloud with ink blending. So I like those. I have this Little Towns border die from Lawn Fawn. So cute. Grass, because you always can use that when you're adding to a scene. And then just regular hillsides with stitch. And you can make the hillside with or without the stitch, depends on which way you're going. So I like those. Those are my favorite border dies that I use quite frequently. All right, moving on to functional dies. I would say functionally, like as far as interactive cards go, I like these dies. These are the Lawn Fawn slider dies, and lots of different shapes, and they do coordinate with your hillsides if you find the right one that matches. And that's about right. See? So I really like those as well. For like interactive dies, I don't have a lot of interactive dies to be quite honest, so those are my favorite of those. Let's talk about shapes. By far, hands down, the one die I use the absolute most is the largest of the small Lawn Fawn rectangle stitched dies. Now, if you have the entire set, which of the large and the small, this would be the second size down. So an A2 size card panel would be this size. This is the next one down. And I use this one almost in every card. So yeah, that's my most used die in my stash. Other shapes that I like to use frequently are the hearts. I have stitched heart dies, circle dies. So if you're starting off and you're thinking what shapes should I get as far as nesting dies go, I would say rectangle, heart, and circle. Or if you don't use a lot of hearts, maybe a star, something a little bit, fun. But those, I have all those stackables, and so I use different sizes of those. Another shape die set that I absolutely love is this one right here. This is the balloon set from Simon Says Stamp. Love it. I use it all the time. This is humongous balloon. And how many times do we need to make a birthday card? Balloons can be for anything though. Balloons can be for any celebration that you want to put out there. So you have this size, and then you have this one that sort of matches the same shape, but then you have a round one, and then you have this one that sort of nests in there, and then that one. So I love that set. That's frequently used. Now I have a few sentiment dies. And I know this is not about stamps today, but the coordinating dies for this stamp set, Lawn Fawn Big Scripty Words, I love those coordinating dies. So I do have those for sentiments. And then I also have a couple that are obviously well loved, as you can see. This one's from Lawn Fawn. It's Thanks. And then these new ones I got, I love the shadow effect. So I have the words Congrats and Celebrate. And yeah, the nesting of them is just so awesome. If I can get it to line up. That's not the right one, Mary. Nope. Come on. You can do it. There we go. All right. So they nest in there. So you can do an outline. I'm such a fan of these. I think it adds so much spunk to your card without even trying too hard. So I love those. All right. So I have those sentiments. Okay. Let's talk about some just big dies that I like. So this one right here I use quite frequently. This is a pillow box die, and this is really fun for stuff for the kids for Halloween, Easter, or, you know, for their school. You can make a bunch for the holidays. So I love this die. And then I have two Bigs dies. Does anyone still have Bigs dies out there? So this one right here is, I love this for the holidays and, you know, Thanksgiving and Christmas. It's a window die. So it cuts out the bottom, the sill, and then the window as well, and then all those pieces for the window. So I like that. And then I also like this. These are both Tim Holtz. Tim Holtz Sizzix. And then I love this one as well. And this is a coffee die. And so, yeah, this is awesome. It comes with, you know, if you were to make it cold brew or hot, you have the hot lid, and then you have the cozy and straw, and then the circle that goes in the center. So I love this one as well. So those are my Bigs dies. Now we're going to talk about just dies that are really cool that I like to use. I love these three. This is for holiday season or winter cards. I just really love those. When you place those down on a card, I think they just look so fabulous. So those are cool. You got to have a rainbow die in your stash. You just gotta. So I like this one that I have. You know, this would be much more helpful to you if I was telling you what brand was making all these. I'm not that prepared. I keep all my dies just kind of put together. So I'll get my life together for you, but they'll be listed below. I, by trade, used to be a optometry technician, an optometry tech, and so I love anything glasses. And so, yeah, I have a couple glasses dies that I think are so fun. These two heart dies are just so fun to put on cards, making with different, you know, ink blending techniques or whatever, but they're so fun. So I have a circular one wreath and then a cascading heart. Let's see, this one is just coolest of the cool. Okay, can we just get to it? Coolest of the cool. Who doesn't love this? And it cuts out each individual state. So, you know what song just came to my head? 50 nifty. All right. Anyway, so here you have the United States, and then you have the Alaska and Hawaii. And these are so fun when you're making personalized cards. So I made a card for my friend. She was in California. I was in Florida. And I drew a line to us. And I said, I'm here if you need me, or just to say hello from afar, or whatever your sentiment is. I've done that. And then I've also done where I had a reunion. And I was in Florida and the reunion was in Florida. And then I drew lines from where everyone visited us. And so it was just this personalized card in that way. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. I love it. So that's a fun die. Okay, so that's it for my Rider dies. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll link what I can find below. And tell us what your favorite and go-to dies are. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, thanks, Koren, for tagging me for Rider dies. We'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.